I remember when the movie theater was an experience. It was something to wait in anticipation for. And to finally sit down, to not only see the big screen with your own eyes, but to share it with 50 other people that you have never met before, who are all just as excited as you are, is magical. Sure, call it nostalgia, but hey, reality is our own individual perceptions of the world. And I individually remember feeling an energy, an unspoken agreement that while everyone in that theater was going to witness the same thing, we were all going to feel differently about it afterwards. And regardless of if a movie was bad, that was part of the experience. Seeing a movie in the place it was intended to, so you can judge it in the way it was intended to be judged.
Did you guys see that they brought a live chicken into the Minecraft movie? Cause he's a chicken jockey. Cause Black Jack's a chicken jockey, and they bring live chicken into the Minecraft movie. You see it? Did you see it? Would you see it because of the movie? Because of the chicken?
Movies are bad now. Just to get that out of the way, they're just not good. And it's not a, oh, I'm gonna go see if it's bad kind of bad. It's a, oh, I know it's bad, I don't need to see it kind of bad. But people are. They're seeing them. And it's making it worse because it's telling production studios to keep making more bad movies. A Minecraft movie was released a couple weeks ago, and the world is going crazy. It had the biggest opening day of 2025 so far, and has already made almost 4 times its original budget at the box office. But this was never a heavily anticipated movie. In fact, with every new announcement and promotional clip, it only got more and more hate. And for good reason. We don't need it, and it looks like shit. You know the texture of fake human flesh? It's this uncanny and surreal, leathery sort of fleshy texture that I thought we all communally agreed is gross. Well, I guess I was wrong, because everyone wants to go see the Minecraft fake flesh movie. Except for me. Hi, I'm Saji, but some call me the black sheep. And you know what they say. A black sheep is easier to hide when you're using a VPN. Well, thankfully, with today's sponsorship, Private Internet Access, I'll be able to be a black sheep just a little bit longer. VPNs hide your IP address and safeguards your internet connection through an encrypted tunnel. This way, your digital life is shielded from the eyes of those looking to exploit your private information. Private Internet Access is the world's most transparent VPN provider that doesn't record or store your data, so you don't have to worry about them breaching your information. And actually, you won't have to worry about much else at all, since not only will they be protecting your data, but you'll also get the option to access restricted websites. I myself, for example, am a hardened alpha male, and am obsessed with The Matrix for all the wrong reasons. And for some reason, my favorite movie of all time is not available in the US. However, by using Private Internet Access and changing my IP address to one of their 91 countries available, I can watch The Matrix anytime with no problem. Private Internet Access is available for all platforms, and by using my link in the description, viewers can grab an 83% discount. That's just $2.03 a month. And they also get 4 extra months completely for free. And thank you, Private Internet Access, for sponsoring this video. I really have no issue with people going to watch this movie. In fact, you may assume I'm not watching it because it's just algorithm-generated movie slop, and I think I'm better than that. But actually, I'm a Minecraft purist. And I think I'm better than that. I love Minecraft. I've always loved Minecraft. I didn't play a lot of video games growing up, but Minecraft was a game I consistently played for years. In fact, I don't want to brag or anything, but before I began making some of the best videos to ever grace the YouTube website, I was also a Minecraft YouTuber.
Hey yo, what is up guys, Saji here, and welcome to a video I never thought...
But I was one of the good ones, I swear. Except I will admit, one time I did steal my friend's girlfriend. But turns out it was actually his daughter, so it's fine.
By the way, she is my daughter. So he was dating his daughter? Is Colin Trump?
But Minecraft was a very foundational game for me. It challenged my creativity, it sparked my imagination, it let me learn through video games why you should never assume daughter or girlfriend and maybe just ask before kidnapping. Or just don't kidnap. And these are all things that I was able to experience and consistently enjoy throughout my childhood because of one reason and one reason only. Minecraft is an accessible game. And not only is it accessible, but it's a good game too. Ever since the release of the alpha in 2009, Minecraft has been getting consistent and free updates every single year. They just added animal variants dependent on the weather of a specific biome. This is a warm pig.
And this is a cold pig.
Fuck, I love that shit. By making one purchase of $30, you get lifetime access to a game that is being constantly evolved and detailingly cared for by developers. I mean, I know that making skin variants for animals doesn't seem like that big of a change, but it adds to the immersion. And the point is that changing the minutia of a game this old shows the love that the devs have for it. And Mojang has plans to keep evolving Minecraft for at least another 15 years. And they also currently have no plans for generative AI, which shouldn't be as relieving to hear, but with the amount of corporations sucking up to AI slop, this is music to my ears. This is how you turn an audience into a loyal fan base. The Mojang developers care about the player, and it shows. A Minecraft movie doesn't give a shit about you. Literally zero shits. Now, I have a bit more passion when it comes to this movie in particular, but the Minecraft movie is really more indicative of a larger issue. An issue that has played cause and effect really interestingly, in the form of chicken jockey.
You guys see that they brought a live chicken into the...
Sorry. For those maybe out of the loop, the Minecraft movie has become a meme where the movie is very obviously so bad that people are turning it into an event to sort of embrace it ironically. Like how people dressed up in suits to go watch the Minions movie, or with Morbius and It's Morbin Time. But this Morbin Time, people are throwing their food and drinks everywhere and bringing live chickens into the theater. When Morbius was out, people were spreading the lie that Morbius literally says it's Morbin Time during the movie. This was ironic because he didn't. It didn't necessarily make anyone want to watch the movie. It was funny because the movie was so god-awful that people just believed it. When the Minions movie was out, people wore suits to go watch it. This was ironic because the Minions movie is a children's movie and not at all a place to wear a suit. In this case, during the Minecraft movie when Jack Black says chicken jockey, people go fucking apeshit. The irony in there gets a little blurry. Like, sure, you're pretending to be excited to watch a movie, but you're also showing excitement. This is like if I just said, I'm really excited to go watch the Minecraft movie in a sarcastic tone, but I am really excited to go watch the Minecraft movie and I do watch it and I love it. Then why was I being sarcastic? It's post-irony that defeats any purpose or attempt at normal irony. And my only explanation of this with my 0 degree in sociology is that bad movies are making our country's youth go fucking insane. Because teenagers, specifically in this case, get such a limited amount of good movies that they're being forced to enjoy something that maybe they wouldn't take the time to organize otherwise. And we're creating an event out of this because deep down we miss the feeling of community that the movie theater used to bring us. Which is why I don't blame the people going out to have a good time and watch this movie. I just never will. Now, we should not be making the lives of movie theater employees living hell. I am not condoning that whatsoever, but things happen in forms of causes and effects. Not an excuse, but an explanation. And people losing their shit over the Minecraft movie might be an effect of oversaturating the film industry with lazy and regurgitable movie slop. There is an art problem today. In the wake of AI, dystopian corporational power, and social media changing the way our brains work, the desire and ambition towards non-incentivized art is becoming increasingly rarer. The risk factor of producing original and different works doesn't seem worth it when you can just regurgitate and mass produce the things that have already made you money in the past. You know, I was curious. Out of the top 10 highest earning movies of 2024, how many of them were live action adaptations and or sequels? I was thinking even half would be a lot. But you might be surprised to hear that it was all of them. Not even just the top 10, but the top 12 highest earning movies of 2024 worldwide were either live action adaptations, a continuation of a massive franchise, or both. Pillar of Garbage has a great video about the term slop and the value it now holds in our media zeitgeist, which I'm going to cite some information from, but I do recommend watching the entire video as it helps to put into perspective how greedy media companies are actually becoming. Streaming services took the throne when movie theaters were held victim to a global pandemic. We needed entertainment, ideally not something to replace the theatrical experience, but just to hold its place. Services like Netflix were already building up their online streaming brand, but COVID was really the catalyst for this new streaming era that we now live in, which since has warped into something else entirely. A lot of brands' methods, like Disney or Netflix, have been to put all of your favorite shows and movies into one place. Nostalgia bait the fuck out of you, so you could live out what might have been the end of the world while watching your favorite childhood movie. And I mean, they capitalized. You know how easy it is to exploit the unhappiness people have about their current lives by reminding them of their much happier past? And with this new model, the value of original movie ideas and scripts became lessened. In Pillar of Garbage's video, they talk about perverse incentives a lot of these streaming services have defaulted to as a main algorithmic model for their original movies, where the people in charge of what you watch don't want you to watch it. That's right. Netflix wants to focus on a more strategic approach by making their movies more second screen. What does this mean? This means that Netflix knows that you're addicted to your iPhone, so they're taking advantage of it.
Meaning the viewer's primary screen is their phone and the laptop, and they don't want anything on your show to distract them from their primary screen, because if they get distracted, they might look up, be confused, and go turn it off.
So, in layman's terms, they don't want you to be watching their movies. Netflix is making background noise, so you don't get distracted from being on your phone. Because God forbid you look up and pay attention to the movie that you put on. But don't worry, because they don't want to be completely cucked by your phone. They want in on some of that action. Netflix wants to enhance their mobile app experience. So when you're doom scrolling TikTok while some show you don't remember the name of is on, they can send you push notifications directing you to an explanation of the series finale, or give you the ability to browse outfits that the actors are wearing. They even want to incorporate ads on your phone instead of on the TV screen to avoid interrupting you as much. Because God forbid they interrupt me interrupting my movie by interrupting my primary screen time with interruptions about something that could distract me from my secondary screen time. Gotta say, Eunice Kim, Netflix's chief product officer, you're onto something here. I mean, she is responsible for so many widely appreciated Netflix implementations, like including advertisements and paid subscriptions, and disallowing password sharing between a subscriber and a non-subscriber. So it makes sense why she would strive for something so blatantly beneficial to the user. Listen, it's clear that studio executives and chief product officers care more about capturing and retaining your attention on any device rather than investing in good movies and TV shows. And these models have extended to theatrical releases, with studios doing whatever they can to keep up your dopamine fix. Theatrically released movies just haven't been able to climb back to where they were since before COVID. And while there is a clear preference to the streaming model, people do want to see the movie industry thrive again. And there actually seems to be a simple answer to this problem. Make 100 movies a year that people want to see again. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that can't be right. Fuck, it is. How can the movie industry thrive again? Simple. Make 100 movies a year that people want to see. Okay, yeah, awesome. That's the easy answer. Just keep doing what we've been doing, but worse and more of it. No, that's not the direction we should go in. Although it seems like we're already headed down that path. The oversaturation of profit-driven, substanceless movies is what has led people to behave so poorly when expressing their reactions to said movies. It's a content cope. I'm trademarking that. It's a content cope. Turning the Minecraft movie into a meme, but then inadvertently supporting it anyway. What else are teenagers supposed to do when there are no good films being released for their demographic? Maybe not trash a theater, but my point here is that we shouldn't be blaming whoever is partaking in this madness. Instead, we should be blaming the people who are making this madness. Let's look at the other side of the coin here. When bad and needless live-action movies do become controversial and air criticism, the majority of the time, it is never directed at the gluttonous and cyclical system the film industry has adopted. The majority of the time, people are actually criticizing the actors and the actresses. Kelly Marie Tran faced absurd levels of racism and misogyny for her role as Rose in The Last Jedi, and recently discussed it during an interview. The hope is that people who are not afforded the ability maybe to have access to these communities of queer people or people of color are able to see through the art that people of color and queer people are also human, and they have hopes and dreams. She says, "We live in a world where those identities have been weaponized so that people are not able to see the bigger picture," Tran continues. "I really just want people to recognize it's the system that's the problem. Stop scapegoating people of color or queer people or anyone who's different. Take Snow White, for example. A dumpster fire of a movie that sparked massive controversy just for it to also be bad. Now, the quality of this movie isn't credited to the people who greenlit the production, came up with the idea, executed the idea. No, this bad movie is credited to the lead actress. People are blaming Rachel Ziegler for the terrible reception this movie held, even though critics claim her performance as the only highlight. Yara Zaid has a great video on the minutia of this called Be For Real, This Is Not About Snow White, that I also recommend watching because it's true. It's not about Snow White. A lot about this specific situation can be applied to so many other instances of misdirected anger. In the case of Snow White, people were angry at Rachel Ziegler because she made comments about the dynamic between Snow White and the prince being weird, and had outspoken advocacy for Palestine. But we all know that these are just excuses used to berate her for really just being a woman of color. There has been a trend of live-action adaptations along with a desire for massive production studios to pander towards a progressive audience. Rainbow capitalism or profit-incentivized politics has seeped its way into Disney and other companies alike, making it very difficult for these actors and actresses to feel any accomplishment or make any waves in the social atmosphere. Yard talks about this extensively in their videos, I'm just going to summarize it here. But Disney is out of its depth by trying to appeal to a more progressive audience, or put simply, they don't fucking know what feminism is, nor do they care.
Disney has been rewriting its princesses in live-action remakes for a while now. It is flawed thinking, no doubt, mainly because its idea of feminism is so corporate and so stiflingly rigid. Mulan, except this time she doesn't fall for her commander because that would be inappropriate, so let's get rid of Li Shang and create a whole new character. Even though he's a fan favorite and literally no one had any problem with his character, let's axe him because that's feminism, right?
The concept of inclusion and diversity is being slandered, and while Disney and companies alike should be receiving the blunt of the vitriol, innocent actors are being victimized instead. Even in the Minecraft movie, while it's being widely celebrated as this fun, silly, stupid movie, people are complaining about the two lead actresses in the film just because both of them are women and one of them is black. Zoomers are booing the fat black women and hideous androgynous girls for being pigeonholed into every modern movie for DEI reasons. Another Minecraft W. What do you mean another Minecraft W? They put these people in the movie. Wouldn't it be a Minecraft L? Because they have DEI hires? This is such an insane comment. To have this much hate in your heart is unfathomable. To go enjoy a kid's movie, where its only real intention outside of money is to make you laugh, and then just cheer on blatant discrimination, is so twisted that it could only be on Twitter. This is the same type of person that criticizes Rachel Ziegler for bringing politics into Snow White. Motherfucker, you're watching a kid's movie with not a single shred of political silver lining, and you're somehow still bringing politics into it. This is unfortunately how the majority of these go. A person of color is cast in place of a fictional character, or even as an original character in which their race or general outward appearance does not matter, and chaos ensues. I mean, these people are offered life-changing roles, and what, you expect them to turn them down because a perverted racist might have something to say? No, that's insane. Maybe Snow White was a blessing in disguise because Disney is said to be halting the production of live-action remakes due to how badly it performed. And because of this, maybe we can all come together and rejoice regardless of the fact that I dislike these movies because of the negative cultural impact and artistic integrity, and other people dislike them because woman. The only reason that the Minecraft movie didn't get the DEI treatment is 1, because of the lead actors being straight men, and 2, because of the meme it turned into. In fact, they're already in the process of greenlighting a sequel, so fucking thank you. This video isn't really about the Minecraft movie, although it seems like I care a lot about it. I don't. Any movie could have been in its place. It's more so about the implication, what got us here, and where we're headed with movies and art in general. We like the Minecraft movie because, as a wise man once said, we're being pigeonholed into every modern movie for DEI reasons. We sort of have to like the Minecraft movie. We're celebrating and coming together over mediocrity because we're usually given less. We're going out with family and friends and creating an event out of this because we just miss going to the fucking movie theater. We're coping with the slop that's being served to us in a chicken jockey popcorn bucket and making the best out of it. But there is good news. There are still good movies, just less of them. And it's important to stick up for the little guy, so go watch good movies. Because most of them are just flying under the radar these days. Ryan Coogler's Sinners is out right now, and not only is it a groundbreaking film that makes use of a technique that has never been done before, but it's also already breaking box office records, and as of me making this video, it's only been out a week. In fact, both Sinners and Jordan Peele's Nope have the biggest openings for an original movie since COVID. Studios have seemed to massively underestimate Ryan Coogler's ability, and they're scared. And we want that. We want studio executives to feel fear, because only when they're uncomfortable will they give us something worthwhile. And if you have enough money to buy an island and enough power to shift the cultural landscape of the next decade, you shouldn't be allowed to feel safe. Things have drifted away from us, but we can return to form. Would you like a brief AI summary of this video?
Huh? No, I'm sorry. It's just the end of the video. So.
Oh, sorry. Am I distracting you from your primary screen?
No, you're not. It honestly just feels like I'm distracting you from
distracting you from all the distractions of your primary screen, and henceforth the distractions of all the screens to focus on the main distraction we avoid the most. Ourselves. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, cool.